Throughout history, celestial events have captivated humanity, signs in the heavens that some believe foretell great change. On March 29, 2025, a partial solar eclipse will darken the skies, sparking questions among prophecy watchers. Could this event be a divine warning? Could it align with St. Malachy's prophecy of the last pope and the final tribulations? Join us as we explore the connections between biblical prophecy, celestial signs, and the fate of the Vatican, and uncover whether this eclipse is just an astronomical occurrence or a harbinger of the end times. The prophecy of St. Malachy has long fascinated scholars, theologians, and prophecy enthusiasts. According to legend, the 12th century Irish archbishop received a vision detailing a list of 112 future popes, each identified by a cryptic Latin phrase. The final pope, referred to as Petrus Romanus, Peter the Roman, is described as shepherding the church through a period of intense tribulation, culminating in the destruction of the seven-hilled city, a reference commonly interpreted as Rome. The prophecy's ominous conclusion states that after these trials, the dreadful judge will pass judgment, implying the end of an era or even the world. Pope Francis, the 112th pope on the list, has fueled speculation that either he or his successor will fulfill this prophecy. His papacy has been marked by significant internal divisions within the Vatican, doctrinal disputes, and a decline in global faith, particularly in the West. Additionally, geopolitical struggles, including conflicts affecting Christian populations and tensions surrounding the Holy See's role in global affairs, add to the perception that the Church is entering a period of crisis. While some dismiss the prophecy as a medieval forgery or an unreliable prediction, others see striking correlations between its descriptions and historical developments. The vagueness of the Latin phrases has allowed for flexible interpretations, yet the sense of an approaching tribulation remains compelling to those who believe in its authenticity. Whether Pope Francis or a future pontiff will be the prophesied Petrus Romanus remains an open question, but the challenges facing the Church today make the prophecy's warnings more relevant than ever. The partial solar eclipse of March 29, 2025, arrives at a pivotal moment for the Catholic Church, which is grappling with internal divisions, declining faith, and global instability. Given the long-standing prophecy of St. Malachy, which predicts a final pope, Petrus Romanus, overseeing the Church during a period of great tribulation, many are questioning whether Pope Francis is the last pontiff, or if his successor will fulfill this role. Could this celestial event be a harbinger of the Vatican's fate? Throughout history, eclipses have often been seen as omens of change, crisis, or divine intervention. If Pope Francis remains in power, the eclipse may symbolize an impending event that will shake both the Vatican and the world. The Church has faced growing doctrinal disputes, financial scandals, and pressure from shifting societal values, all of which contribute to a sense of nearing upheaval. Alternatively, if Pope Francis steps down or passes away before the eclipse, his successor could match the description of Petrus Romanus. Some believe that a future pope with strong ties to Rome or an emphasis on apostolic tradition could fulfill Malachy's prophecy. The possibility of an unexpected leadership crisis within the Vatican would only intensify speculation. Beyond the Church itself, the world is already experiencing heightened geopolitical tensions, economic instability, and increasing social unrest. If further crises coincide with the eclipse, especially any turmoil involving the Vatican, many could interpret it as a celestial warning. Whether this event signals the fulfillment of prophecy or is merely another natural phenomenon, it undeniably adds to the sense of uncertainty surrounding the future of the Catholic Church and global stability. Throughout history, eclipses have often coincided with significant events in the papacy and global affairs, leading many to view them as divine omens. These celestial occurrences have been linked to moments of upheaval and transformation within the Catholic Church. One notable example is the Dark Day of New England on May 19, 1780, when an unusual daytime darkness spread across the northeastern US, resembling a solar eclipse. This event occurred during the papacy of Pius Roman VI, who later faced the turmoil of the French Revolution, which led to the Vatican losing political power and the Pope's eventual exile. More recently, the solar eclipse of March 20, 2015, fell near Pope Francis' second anniversary as Pope, fueling speculation about his role in prophecy and the Church's future direction. The April 8, 2024, total solar eclipse crossed North America, intersecting with previous eclipse paths, forming an X over the S. Some see this as part of a divine pattern leading to judgment, particularly as the world faces increasing crises. The upcoming March 29, 2025, partial solar eclipse may mark another prophetic moment, especially if major events unfold within the Vatican or on the world stage, further fueling discussions of end-time prophecy. The Catholic Church is facing an era of profound transition and crisis, marked by internal struggles, external pressures, and a shifting global landscape. Several key factors indicate that the institution is at a crossroads, raising questions about its future and the possible fulfillment of prophecy. One major concern is the declining influence of the Church, particularly in Western nations, where religious observance has sharply decreased. Secularism, growing skepticism toward organized religion, and scandals within the Church have contributed to waning faith among younger generations. Additionally, moral and theological debates continue to divide the Church. Controversies surrounding LGBTQ+ rights, the role of women, and the reinterpretation of traditional teachings have led to internal fractures, with traditionalists and progressives vying for control over doctrine and practice. The Vatican also faces geopolitical challenges as its stance on war, economic instability, and global crises is increasingly scrutinized. Pope Francis' calls for diplomacy, climate action, and economic justice have been met with both praise and criticism, highlighting the Church's precarious position in an ever-polarized world. If St. Malachy's prophecy is to be believed, the next pope, whether Francis' immediate successor or a later one, could be Petrus Romanus, the final pope before a period of tribulation. From a scientific perspective, solar eclipses are predictable astronomical events with no inherent meaning. However, religious traditions often interpret celestial phenomena as divinely timed warnings. Critics argue that every generation has linked eclipses to crises, yet believers point out that biblical prophecy describes specific signs: moral decay, global instability, and natural disasters that seem to be intensifying in the present era. With war, economic uncertainty, and religious upheaval increasing, some believe that the March 29, 2025, eclipse could serve as a prophetic marker, one more sign that the world is approaching a period of great tribulation. The March 29, 2025, partial solar eclipse may not be a random event, but rather part of a divine pattern aligning with St. Malachy's prophecy and broader biblical warnings. Whether it signifies the beginning of the final tribulation, the transition to the last pope, or simply serves as a reminder of humanity's place in the cosmos remains to be seen. For those who believe in prophetic patterns, staying watchful, prayerful, and discerning is essential. Whether this eclipse brings a direct fulfillment of prophecy or simply serves as another warning sign, one thing is clear: the world is in a time of great change, and the heavens continue to declare signs for those who seek them. Are we witnessing a warning from above, or is the 2025 eclipse just another natural event? As the world faces uncertainty, conflict, and moral decline, the signs in the sky may hold more meaning than we realize. What do you think? Could this be part of the prophetic timeline? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video intriguing, like, share, and subscribe for more discussions on prophecy, celestial signs, and end times revelations. Stay watchful, stay discerning, and keep looking up.